Ox.
You nailed it, Trevor. And so did Vitality, even though it took 5 games. Carrzy, congratulations. Super exciting series. What did you think it came down to in Game 5 that you were able to beat XL?
So I think the main reason why we won was our adaptability. I think we had really good drafts throughout the series, and they improved and improved. I think last game we took a little bit of a risk where we played Aphelos into Caitlyn, and it worked out. And yeah, I think we just played pretty well in the games we won.
You'll see it after that some people had some things to say about your draft. So I think it's nice that you say that you're very happy with your drafts. Did you think it was hard figuring out in the end how to draft versus them, or was it more about your own game plan?
It was more about, I mean, we were trying to like not give them good champions because, for example, like Nugrag is good on his special champions. So we didn't want to draft into this strength of XL. And for bot lane, it was pretty straightforward since they're like playing Jinx.
It's not that hard to predict what's going to be picked. Now, your Aphelios is something that you love. Even if it doesn't work out in the lane, we know that you can be so strong. Was it set before that you would always prioritize it over anything else, knowing that they would most likely go for the Jinx? And do you think that you outdrafted them specifically in Game 5?
So, I mean, I prefer Aphelios because I think the champion is really strong when you're good at it. And I think it opens up a lot of options if you're creative with it. So that's why I prefer the champion personally. And in Game 5, I think that we actually outdrafted them. Although like they have to play, I think they can win the game if they play really well. But I think it's pretty hard on stage. And especially if you're like, I think I would be only afraid if I was playing against T1 or Genji or someone from LPL with their draft.
Okay, I see. So now you were on stage as well, and we talked so much in the pre-show also about the talent that is on your roster. You know, the super team that everyone talks about. How much did you notice the kind of clutch factor of the combined experience of the roster? Because you've been in this position many times before as well. How much did that come online into that last game?
I mean, we were kind of trolling throughout the series, like sometimes, as you could see in the game 3, I think it was, where we just randomly like lose the game. But yeah, I think everyone is really experienced on this roster, and it felt pretty calm to play on stage compared to like my other teams, where there was like a lot of panic and chaos. So I'd say this.
Okay. When it comes to the super team, I feel like this last game was more of an example of how you should play, I guess, right? Because everything went really well. Can you talk to me about the experience of the season where things weren't going as good as they were, and what level do you think you've reached now?
So I think, I mean, obviously there is still a lot of work to do if we want to win the LEC. And I mean, regular season, I think we were playing really bad in the BO1s. And I think that BO5s fit us a lot more. Because I think our team strength is actually adaptability throughout the series, where I think we are pretty fast at like adapting. Yeah, I don't know what else to say.
Okay, 2 more questions. One is about your next opponent. That's going to be G2 Esports. Again, someone you have a lot of experience playing against, but they look a bit different now. What are your expectations for that matchup?
So I actually think that G2 is like playing pretty well. I think their ceiling is high, and I expect a good BO5 from them when we are playing them.
And final question, unfortunately, the Mad Lions did not make it to the playoffs, right? Your ex-team, but one of your buddies, Humanoid, is still in it. He's doing okay, I would say, with Fnatic. Yeah, have you guys talked at all? And how far do you think he's going to go with his team?
I mean, we talk sometimes. I mean, I hope they get to finals, and I hope we get to finals, because that'll be quite funny for me, playing against him in the finals and smashing him.
Classic Carrzy. Thank you so much, Carrzy. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And we'll see you next week. We're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, we'll have Goldborg, Lore, and Perks joining us for PGL to close out the week. See you in a bit.